What's up, y'all? It's your girl Juicy, and welcome to the Girls Locker Room. Now, I've been MIA. I'm sorry. Life has been kicking my ass. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna front. Life has been kicking my ass. I've been fighting back, but this bitch know how to scrap. I'm not even gonna hold you. She know how to fight. And I've been, y'all know, for those of you that don't know, I work full time for DPS Transportation. So I have a job. And on top of that, I'm a single mother. And I'm navigating other things, situationships, family things, friendships that's not really friendship. Fuck them bitches. And them niggas. But we're gonna get into that too today. Like, I got a lot to unpack. I have my little outline right here in front of me. I'm literally sitting in my room. I have my little makeshift desk that I put together. I gotta get my laptop fixed. I found out that Geek Squad is cheaper than Apple. Who would have fucking knew? Cause damn for sure not my black ass. The hell. Anyways, I'm using my wireless. What is this? Wireless Me microphones from Rode, and I also have the Rode USB microphone. I have to get the cord so I can attach it to my phone. You feel me? So your girl's trying to make investments, but I still got bills. Not gonna lie, but we'll deep dive into that. I'm going to do this episode is really just gonna be update and my few unwanted un you know just random opinions. I've been seeing a lot of shit on social media about a lot of shit, and it's just weird. Um, I know a lot of people want me to deep dive into the whole Swank situation, so I think that's what I'm going to kind of focus on with that. I'm gonna be very clear. I still have a lot of love for Brittany, Tierra, Brock, Dre, Leia, even Ebony. People ask, "Oh, you were just." At the end of the day, I made it. I have came to terms with the situation, and I made it very clear. I wouldn't mind having a relationship with them, but I know for a fact I can never work there anymore. I just feel like the business relationship is not a good idea, and as a grown woman, I know that I have to let that part of my life go. And granted, the video is still up. Um, Terry even asked me, "Why did you do it? Why did you post that the same day?" Because I fucking can. I'm not on nobody else's time. And I think that's the problem, is that people always want to talk behind people's back, and nobody wants to say, "Oh, saying nothing is saying is basically no." I'm going to speak my mind and speak my truth. Nobody is going to, not saying that anybody was trying to silence me, but since when do I wait on somebody else to say something? I'm grown as fuck. I got a whole mouth. I'm gonna say what the fuck I feel. And the fact that motherfuckers think that I'm supposed to wait, man, fuck out of here. Did nobody wait to do shit for me or to me? So, fuck wrong with y'all. Anyways, like I said, I still have a lot of love for Brittany and Tierra, Brock, Dre, Leia, of course, Pretty D, Jordan, and the people in the store, all the stuff like that. Like, it's no bad blood. I don't hate anybody. I don't dislike anybody. It's a few people I don't fuck with, but at the same time, that's neither here nor there. My life goes on. I'm pretty sure their life is going on. They're still getting paid. It is what it is. I know they're still using my videos. I don't know if legally there's anything I can do about it. My lawyer has to get back to me on that. But it is kind of weird that I feel like y'all still making money off of me, even though y'all not even selling them clothes plus size. But I digress. That's neither here nor there. Um, I also want to point out that it's been a lot of weird shit coming from two people in particular, and I'm gonna say this because I feel like a lot of people always ask me this question when I'm out in public. They always ask. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with you. I'm an East Side hood rat through and through. I ain't never tried to be shit else. I ain't never tried to be. I know when to be a corporate girl. I know when to be professional. I know when to turn the East on and off. But at the end of the day, that is who I am. I was born and raised on the east side of Detroit, running up and down Joanne in Newport and Hampshire with my cousins and my sisters, jumping over fences with my boy cousins, staying out late on Woodhall. Like that's the girl I am. I ain't never tried to be shit else. I will never try to be shit else. That shit running my blood. With that being said, me being on that platform, I shrunk myself. I was very quiet. I didn't clap back. I don't argue with bitches. I don't. I'm never going back and forth with nobody. This is my motto, and you can say that's childish. I need to grow up, but at the end of the day, you either gonna do it or you not. My motto is either you gonna beat my ass or you gonna shut the fuck up. And since you can't beat my ass, shut the fuck up. I sat there and I played it real cute, real calm, real collected. When my inner East, when LaQuisha, that pit bull was boiling, like, let me out, just hit him, just hit him. And then people gonna be like, well, why? Because I don't argue. It's either we gonna fight or you gonna shut up. Those are the options. And I know people are probably gonna say, well, you're saying that now, you sound bitter. No, I'm speaking my truth. Because I'm tired of people asking me about it. I'm tired of getting questioned about it. And at the end of the day, again, this is my platform. Don't nobody run shit. Can't nobody tell me what the fuck to do on my shit. Okay? So let's remember that house rule. This my shit. I run it. Can't nobody tell me what the fuck to do. Period. At the end of the day, everywhere I go, there are women that look exactly like me, that are similar to me, that go out day to day, that's not aesthetically pleased, that are not trying to pretend to be like anybody else. I don't want to be nobody but Juicy. I don't want to be nobody but Tiffany. My mama and my daddy didn't raise me to be anybody but me. And I'm going to say that because there was a time when I had Lana on my platform, on my podcast, and she told me that you need to look at these people pages, see what you like about them, and do what they do. I did not do that because that's not me. There's nobody on this earth that I want to be like. On God, I don't see me in anybody in this city. There's nobody like me at all. I see a bunch of people like the rest of them, but there's not one person that's like Tiffany LaQuisha Blair or like Juicy or Juicy the Boss or whoever. There's nobody like me. There will never be nobody like me. And honestly, can't nobody say they made Juicy because Juicy was Juicy the Boss before Juicy ever got on Swank's platform. If we're going to keep it all the way funky, if we're going to keep it all the way a buck. Not saying that getting on that platform did not turn me up, did not expose me to a whole different audience, which it did. When I got on there, more people knew who I was. More people related. More people were able to be like, oh my God, see, this is what I need. People at my job, real women that go to work every day, that, have relationship problems, that, deal with everyday issues. That's my demographic. That's who I am representing. I'm not representing the baddies or the aesthetically pleasing females. That's not me, because life is messy. Life is not always pretty, perfect, and in picture perfect pose. Like, it's not. Nothing is perfect in this life at all. Nothing. Not even nobody. Nothing is perfect. And for anybody to sit there and try to portray that their life is all the way put together, you're lying to yourself and everyone else. But let's get back into what we was talking about. My bad, I was getting sidetracked. So I realized that, like I said, I shrunk myself. I bit my tongue. I kept it cute. I kept it on mute. I didn't turn up. And I felt like I wasn't being true to myself. But had I actually got turned and start going off and cussing motherfuckers out, first thing motherfuckers, yep, that's that ghetto black big bitch. Like, that big girl's always loud and want to fight. No. Don't fucking play with me. Don't talk to me like you lost your goddamn mind and I won't turn up. I've never portrayed myself to be anything other than this. That's why anytime you see me out, I'm throwing up the East, because baby, that's who I am. I can't pretend to be a prim proper female for and I'm feeling disrespected. And it's been times where it got to the point where, and I text Ebony like, you know what, you can take me off this for a minute because I'm gonna end up fucking these bitches up, and I don't want to go down that route. And she would like call me and she would talk to me. She understood, not gonna lie, she understood where I was coming from. Because at the end of the day, I'm 30, I'm about to be 35. I'm damn near 10 years older, almost, I'm a few years older than them, but I have lived about 10 lives within the 35 years that I've been on God's green earth. The shit I done, the shit I done seen, the shit I done been through, I promise you, none of them have ever went through any of the things that I've went through. Nobody has witnessed what I went through. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to discount if they have been through anything, but I can only go off my story and how I am. Number one. Let's be fucking for real. Also, I felt like, it really just stresses me out a lot because I feel like, I want to say something, but I don't want to come off as bitter or jealous because there's nothing that anybody has that I cannot get or that I really want. Because if I wanted it, I could get it. Let's be for real. Um, I honestly feel like it's a lot of the whole girls situation, and let's be fucking for real. A lot of these bitches is mean girls. They just click up with other mean girls, so it looks like they're girls. A lot of girls in Detroit are not girls. A lot of women, I should say. Y'all, they click up with whoever is popping, whoever got a little motion, and they friends, and they post each other and all the shit like that. That's cool, but outside of that, who are you? And I always say, if you could take away everything I have, and honestly, I've been stripped of a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit that I done let go of, and I have taken a step back from. If you strip every female in this city of everything they have, literally everything. If you strip them down from the aesthetics, the hair, the nails, the jewelry, the purses, the clothes, the cars, the niggas, the friends, quote unquote, that they have, who are you underneath all of that? What's your personality? What makes you special? Take away take away the appearance, the physical traits, the material things, who are you underneath all of that? If you cannot be yourself without turning on a facade or put it on like a performance and all the shit like that, yeah, no, I need somebody that can be stripped of everything and that's willing to sit back and just be present in their self. Um, what's that, like 13 minutes worth of that? Yeah, I don't think I want to go. I think that was the biggest thing with me. Um, I also feel like with me, it was time for me to, move on because at the end of the day, like I said, I was turning 35. It was time for me to stand on my own 2 feet. I was using that place as a crutch. Like, oh, I ain't got to do this. I always got that. It was my excuse to not really pursue what I wanted to do. And I would take full accountability in that. I will. I'm not going to lie. And I'm not proud of it. Me and my mom, we talked about it. She gave me the best encouraging words I could think of. Me and her, we pray about it all the time. And, I go through a lot of shit. And, I came across a comment that somebody that worked there had made. Um, People don't know that I hear and see everything that people say about me, even when I'm not in the room. And it's very sad. But the comment was, she gaining all them followers, but she still ain't got no money. Look at what she drives. She had to go back to work, blah, blah, blah. Let's be fucking for real. Um, I never once said I was rich. I never once tried to portray myself as being anything other than a bitch that likes nice things, and I'ma spend it if I got it. Even if I do got it right now, it's not the time to spend it. But hey, if you got it, baby, it's yours. Do your biggest one. But to sit there and speak on my finances and what I drive, baby, my car is paid for. Let's be fucking for. I cashed that truck, and then my truck I had before that, I cashed that too, $10,000. So granted, yeah, you might have the quote unquote credit to lease a car, but bitch, don't speak on what the fuck we doing over here, baby. Because at the age of 20 something, I literally was one of the top dancers in Detroit. I stopped dancing after I had my son. I could have been anything in the world. I could have, gave my son up for adoption. I could have did a lot of things, but I chose anything I've ever done. It was a choice that I made, a choice that I have thought about, I prayed about, I talked to God about, and I made my decision. So let's be for real. Followers don't always equate to dollars. If we gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. I know motherfuckers that got 100,000 followers but don't even have $100. I know bitches with a blue check but don't got a blue strip in their motherfucking pocket or bank account. So let's not play like, oh, I got 50,000 followers. You don't have $50,000 though, Bookie. You probably got 5,000, maybe. And at the end of the day, we all got the same 24 hours. What I choose to do with mine is me. I am never too proud to go get a job, baby. Because at the end of the day, that income was not what got me any of my assets. It was my actual consistent income from a job. Granted, that money was great. I got paid amazing. I got paid very well at Swank. I'm not even gonna hold you. I loved it there. I loved it. But in the end, I only stayed. People would tell me, like, they would say, "Oh, don't miss out on your money. Don't give up a check, baby. If it's going to cost me my peace and my happiness, I will quit a job." I was working at Lear Corporation as the sales coordinator for the German car group, having a salary. At the time I had just had my son, I was still technically homeless, and I was driving a Sunfire. I was making 45,000 a year. That's a little over $3,000 a month. I had my own apartment. I went and bought me another car. I had a boyfriend that had a great job. I had it, baby. So we ain't never gonna play like, a job ain't a job. And guess what? I didn't even have a degree. I got that job strictly off of my experience, my experience in other jobs, and off a referral. And a referral can only get you so far, because I still had to get in there and go through the interview and secure the spot. And my thing was, I might not know something. If you need me to do something or you ask me a question I don't have the answer, I will have it for you and I can figure it out. I was a quick learner, and maybe I was in that thing going. And to this day, when after I got laid off, I was so happy because I hated working there. It was just like I was a robot. Go in, sit at the desk, do all this work, go on lunch break, come back, sit at the desk. I just had a baby. It was just a lot. And when they finally laid me off and then they offered me that job back, I said no. They offered to increase my salary and give me a stipend and offered to relocate me. No, I did not want to do it. There's no amount of money that would make me want to go back to sitting in front of a computer all day, because that wasn't my passion at all. I couldn't dress the way I wanted to. I couldn't. And I was the youngest person there, and one of the only 3 black women there. There was 3 of us, including me, but I was the youngest one. And I had just had a baby. I was still breastfeeding. It's crazy. But, money isn't everything. To some people, it's the only thing, and I get it. But I can't be bought. Granted, sometimes I be looking like, damn, I should have did it. But at the end of the day, if it was meant for me to do certain things or be a part of certain things, I would definitely have done it. I don't regret anything. I don't. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I also feel like if it was meant to be, I would not be in this position. If it was meant for me to still be a part of that company, I would still be a part of it. God does not make mistakes. He doesn't. And it hurts, but sometimes you gotta remove yourself from the situation to see how people really feel about you. And baby, when I say I see it, woo, it's crazy. But I also just feel like I said, that's a chapter of my life that I'm closing, and I don't want to reopen it. So this will be the very last time y'all hear me talk about it. After Friday, I will be taking the video down off my page because I no longer. I feel like I want to keep it up because more people need to know that I'm no longer there. But I feel like after today, I definitely won't be talking about it. I will keep the video up until probably till the end of the year. And then we're going to go into the new year on a clean slate. We ain't talking about that shit no more. We not acknowledging it. I'm not there. If they post videos of me, then hey, get your money. Cool. But I don't never want nobody to say, oh, Juicy is not this and Juicy is replaceable. I ain't been replaced yet. Fuck is you talking about? And I say that with my whole chest. And if you want to take it disrespectfully, take it disrespectfully. But like I said, you can't replace what you did not make. Let's be very fucking clear. You can have any and everybody on that damn couch. It'll never stick. It will never be anything other than them just a rotating door. Clothes is still fire. Period. 90% of my wardrobe is swank. We gonna be fucking for real. I love it. I wore my puffer coat to work the other day, and all my coworkers like, "Where you get that from?" I was like, "Girl, it's from Swank, and she don't even make it no more." And they like, "God damn!" My coworkers like, "I really want that coat, but I'm not supporting them," and it's crazy. It's like I be so fucking cute in my shit, and people want to buy it, but they like, I don't like how they did you. That's wild. When people will look at something, want it, and be like, I'm not fucking with them because of how they did you. Hey. But I don't think she make that coat no more, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was just like, I don't think it came back around. I'm not sure. But, you know, it's one of them things where it is what it is. So we're going to move right along. I'm probably gonna have to finish this tomorrow or after my phone charges up because my phone is on 2%. I was supposed to let it charge up, but I'm like, I need to record something. And we about 22 minutes in. So we gonna record till it gets to 1%. Also, your girl is single. Now, me and dude, I just need to take a step back. And I feel like, you know, you ever feel like, damn, I'm never going to get over this person if I don't stop giving myself to this person? And me being a sexual person that I am, I feel like that is, and he knows what the fuck to do. Just like I know what the fuck to do to get that nigga where I want him. But I feel like I have to honestly put myself up and really like commit to my abstinence and being celibate. Because if I don't, I'm never going to make room for who God wants me to be with. And I feel like if I keep giving myself to this man, I keep giving my body to this man, I'm going to keep falling prey to the flesh. So I really need to just stop it and, fill my time with better shit to do. What's for me is always going to be for me. And if God wanted me to be with this man, we would really be in an exclusive relationship. And we're not. We're not in a relationship for real. Like, that nigga be doing what the fuck he want to do. I'm not no hot potato ass bitch, so I'm not gonna hop from nigga to nigga to nigga. It's never been that. I've never been the type of bitch to have a roster. I have way more respect for myself and my body. And granted, some girls like, oh, you ain't got a fucking nigga to get what you want. Shut the fuck up. Y'all be throwing pussy at these niggas for them purses and all the shit like that. Miss me with that bullshit. Y'all popping that puss for them niggas. I hate hoes that try to play like, oh, I ain't fuck him. You did. You did. You know why? Because the nigga told everybody. Niggas talk more than females. And you'll be surprised what a nigga will say in front of a female. Especially a female like me. Because they know I ain't gonna snitch. But I know you bitches is popping that pussy for that shit. Stop capping. It's okay if you gave him some ass. Nobody's gonna judge you. Because this bitch is giving up pussy for less. For free. For nothing. At all. Some people do it. Some people actually like having sex, and they don't want nothing in return. They just want to come. And I hate that that's the narrative. Like, oh, that nigga ain't, you gave him something. I nutted. I came. Most females don't even have orgasms. A lot of y'all just fucking for a person. Y'all don't come. I be damned. Fuck that person, nigga. Where's the nuts? Okay, my phone on 1%. We're gonna come right back. We had 24 minutes. I'm crazy as hell. All right, y'all, I'm back. It's the whole next day. It's literally it's 10 o'clock Monday night. Uh, whew, y'all. Today the fuck out of me. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Work kicked my ass, and one of my students, child, she be testing me, and I be looking like, whoo, woo, little girl. But we left off yesterday talking about me, being celibate and just saving myself. Um, I genuinely feel like I kind of set myself up for not so much heartbreak, but just disappointment because I know what the fuck it is. I'm not stupid, dumb, or slow, nor am I delusional. I it's the crazy part is I know more than this man thinks I know. And I think that's the problem with me is that I don't want to rock the boat. And I was telling this to my coworker China. Shout out to China. I was telling her and Daria, I was telling both of them this morning. I don't have a middle. I don't have a gray area. It's either I'm gonna be cool or it's gonna be a criminal case. I'm going to prison. I don't know how, I don't have a middle. So I tell myself all the time to avoid you going to prison because you my bitch hasn't even lasted in jail. I was in motherfucking Farmington Hills jail, losing my shit, sweating out my hair. Baby, I'm a gangster, but I ain't no dummy. I am not going to prison. But the fact that I know more than I let on, or that I know more than I show, because I'm never going to show my hand. I know everything. I see everything. I hear everything. And the sad thing is, bitches go out their way to make shit known to me, and unbeknownst to that man, it's just like, I really don't give a fuck. I don't. It's unfortunate. And granted, sometimes my feelings do be hurt because it's like, nigga, I'm saving myself for you. I ain't giving myself to nobody else. Literally, it was a time when me and him got into it, and I literally was talking to my homeboy, and I was like, you know what? I should link with this nigga. I should tell him come over here. And that day, I had ended up going to physical therapy, and I hadn't posted in a minute. So I said, you know what? I'm about to get myself cute. I'm about to take some pictures in my backyard. I love my backyard. How it's like that rugged, like I call it my trap house look. Because honestly, I mean, I'm a hood rat, so it is what it is. But took some pictures back there, and baby, I was like, I see the results of my hard work. Like, baby, working out, eating right, body is tea. I still got that little food, but baby, she sitting, okay? People say, oh, you still got a big back, but this big back got that deadly arch. Play with your mammy, not me, okay? So I posted some pictures, and the next thing you know, I get a text, you unblocked. Mother scratcher? What? Nigga, what? The next thing you know is you at home, yeah. And right when he pulled up, that's when my homeboy was like, what you doing? I was like, daddy's home. Gotta go. Gotta blast. Gotta blast. Baby, it literally happened so crazy. And what's crazy is that me and my homeboy was just having a conversation, and he was just telling me, like, a nigga gonna be a nigga, which he is. But that's the thing is like, I'm like I told him, like, I'm not stupid, dumb, or slow. Like, I know what type of nigga he is. I know he ain't shit at times. But I get what the fuck I want from this nigga. So I'm not too mad about it. But at the same time, it's like, you don't have to worry about another nigga with me. Like, you don't have to worry about sharing me. And I feel like in his mind, oh, a female can't do that. Nigga, I could have a whole, I could be out here, baby, number one. Number two, I hate that whole double standard, or a bitch can't do what a nigga can do. Yes, she can. I'm not going to do it. I could, but I'm not going to because, like I said, I have way more respect for myself. And I feel like that's the problem. Men feel like, oh, we could do it because we're men. No, you're doing it because you don't respect yourself. Just like when a woman is sleeping with multiple men, she's spreading herself thin, she doesn't have respect for herself. Baby, it's the same thing with a man. At the big age of 40 plus, and you feel like having quote unquote bitches and having hoes is a flex, sir, you hate yourself. You don't love yourself. And that is the God honest truth. That is a personal opinion of mine, and I'm gonna stand behind it. If it hurts your feelings, it hurts your feelings. But to be honest, I feel like there's no reason that you need to fuck with or fuck on multiple females if you love yourself. If you respect your body as a temple, you're going to not want to give it away so freely to any bitch that you think is a baddie or whatever, or that you want to fuck on. You are going to respect yourself enough to say, you know what, my body's a temple, and I'm not about to just pass it around like I'm a freshly rolled blunt. You feel me? With some Zai in it, with that fire in it. Um, but that's just my opinion. I feel like everything like that should go across the board for men and women. You should respect yourself a lot more and not want everyone to say, "Oh yeah, I hit that," because it's the same thing with niggas. Niggas will tell a nigga in a minute, "Yeah, I hit that." A female will be like, "Man, I cracked that nigga. I had that nigga head between my legs. I had that nigga in his Hellcat eating my pussy, leaving sloppy crab, leaving checkmate. I had that nigga buy me clothes, paying for my son's school clothes, and I made him eat my pussy on the balcony or in the elevator at MGM. Like, you niggas the sluts. You're whore. You're quite easy. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of y'all niggas that's very easy. Um, but that's neither here nor there. That's another reason why I'm like, I kind of want to just like, I peeped some shit recently, and I was just like, yeah, no, I ain't feeling that, and I'm cool. I have not talked to this man. I don't think I want to. And this is a decision that I made for myself because I feel like, you know, if I allow this motherfucker, if I allow it, it's a nigga's only gonna do what you allow. And that is, I'm the guy honest truth. You keep allowing bullshit, you're gonna keep getting bullshit. So I told myself, my 35th birthday is coming up, and I really want to go into the year 35 with a clean slate, you know, a fresh, clear mindset on what my intentions are and what I want to do. And I feel like I can't do that with this with these games being played. You feel me? So I made the conscious decision to do that. I'm still gonna enjoy myself. I'm still gonna turn up. I'm still gonna have fun. But I'm just going to keep it at a minimum. We got a goal to reach. We got shit we trying to accomplish. So I'm honestly, excuse me, I'm honestly just, I'm going to enjoy myself but to a minimum. Let's just put it like that. Okay? Also, lately, I've been coming across a lot of, I guess I want to say the next generation because they're like in their 20s. I work with a lot of people that are like in their 30s, their 40s, some in 50s, there's some in their 20s. Came across this boy today when I was at work, and he was saying like, I lived the wild life and da da da. He's only 20. He's not even 21 yet. And me and my other coworker, her name is Charlotte. Charlotte is so cool. When I say Charlotte is the coolest cucumber you will ever come across, she cool as the other side of the pillow. I fuck with Charlotte. And she funny as fuck. I work with some of the funniest people on earth. I promise you. I am never. I could be coming that bitch heartbroken, sad. I sit down and they gonna make me laugh, and I'm gonna forget about everything. I actually enjoy going to work to sit down. I don't like dealing with them kids, but I enjoy, you know, fellowshipping and congregating and shooting the shits with my coworkers. I fuck with everybody at the West Side Bus Terminal. I fuck with y'all. I love y'all. Y'all know y'all my people. Love you, baby. Ooh, I'm sorry, babies. The cat is right here asleep. So when I just did that, Cheshire, fix your fucking face, okay? I'm doing a podcast. Go back to sleep. You too, Hatcher. Um, I was saying like, man, at 17, 18, I was in 21 and up. I was in the shadow bar at 19 buying pictures of blue motherfuckers in Purple Rain. Doing damn, no cards, no ID. Just buying it. $15 pictures with straws in it. And they would give us some cups. Baby, I'm pouring my friends and then my cups and then I'm drinking the shit out the rest of it. Driving in my 95 red Ford Taurus. We in that thing. Having a ball. Baby, every Thursday. At 21, I was good. I was almost a year into my of being a dancer, and I was lit. I was turned. I was having a ball. I wasn't mad at it. Hi, Hatter. So at 20, and he said, I've been through it. You ain't lived life yet, baby. At the big age of 34, baby, I done lived, and I ain't mad at it. Hatter. Hi, moomies. This girl is so cute, y'all. I got a new kitten. Her name is Hatter Noor Ladasha Blair. And I spelled Ladasha L-A-A. Ladasha. And remember, Cheshire's name is Cheshire Adolph Taquavion Blair. Alice's name was Alice Chantonique Blair. She had another middle name. I can't remember what it was. I'll think of it later. Um, where was I? Oh yeah. And it got me thinking back to damn. I used to have a ball. I used to really be out here turning up, living life, having fun. And I think that's why I'm not as pressed to go out nowadays. For real, for real. Hatter, don't come over here fucking with shit. Because at the end of the day, girl, stop. Hatter, stop bothering my shit. Because at the end of the day, I done been outside for so long. Since I was 17, 18. I had my own place when I was 18 years old. My boyfriend was 19. Up in Lansing. Smoking that weed. But it's a lot of it's a lot of younger people that I work with at my job. Stop, little girl. And one thing that I notice is that, a lot of them, they're young. And the way they think and process stuff and the way they look at life is totally different than how I look at it now and even then. Um, it's a few things that, it's a few times I wish I could, mentor some girls, but then I'd be like, girl, you ain't even got it all together. So how you gonna mentor somebody else? But then again, it's like I'm learning and I'm progressing through a lot of shit that I learned. And I think that's my biggest thing that I want to keep pushing with my platform is, self love, respecting yourself, and it's okay to make mistakes. You just got to learn from it. Your past is your past. Never, and my whole thing is never let somebody trick you into thinking that your truth has to be your only story. It's chapters in each book. In every novel, there's a different chapter and there's a different part of their life that it goes into. There's a new book you can read. You can stop at chapter 6 and close that motherfucker and start over at chapter 1. You can always start over as long as you don't give up. And I feel like a lot of times that, people be trying to, I feel like can't nobody really have no tea on me because 10 times out of 10, anything that people quote unquote heard or any tea that was spilled, it came from the horse's mouth. You can't you can't insult me with my truth that I told. And I think that's why a lot of people fuck with me and they gravitate to me because I've never tried to be anything else. This is who I am. I could be loud. I could be ghetto. I could be a crybaby. I could be sensitive. I could be a gangster. I could be a real bitch. I could be a bad bitch. I could be a sad bitch. I could be anything I put my mind to. I want to be. But I'm going to always be Tiffany at the end of the day. Like, I can't be nobody else. Tiffany and Juicy coincide with each other. Juicy just more turned than Tiffany. But Tiffany is that bitch that's going, you don't want to piss her off. That's all I'm going to say. And I know some people feel like I should be doing more. Well, baby, I'm it's different when I'm doing it on my own and I'm learning as I go. There's a lot of shit that I am still learning to this day. And sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I sit back and I see other influencers getting invited to influence events, and they getting PR and all this other shit. And I think like, damn, well, where the fuck is mine at? But you know what? What's meant for me is meant for me. And I honestly, a lot of shit that I see other people doing, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be a part of it. And it's really, Detroit is really clicky. I'm not gonna lie. Like, a lot of people are quote unquote friends, or they call each other friends, but it's really just a bunch of popular people and a bunch of popular mean girls. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I feel like a lot of females in this city, they click up with other females that they think are popping, so it just elevates them. And I always say, I love that one part in that song with Malio and Flo Milli. She says, hoes don't want no smoke, they want exposure." And I honestly believe that shit wholeheartedly. Now, Hatter, go get you some business, little girl. Um, I also feel like people are always going to benefit more from me if I'm plus size, if I'm the biggest girl in the room, or I'm the tallest or dark or the most dark skinned. You know, I typically out when I go out. I have to look at the room. First of all, that's my natural instinct a little hood rat. I'ma always see who everybody that's in the room before I even take a full step in that motherfucker. I'ma walk in, and if you ever notice, I always have my glasses on when I walk in a party, because I'ma see you before you see me. I'ma know, oh, there goes such and such. Yep, they got a booth over there. Okay, they over there. Up there with that bitch. I'm like, she over there. Like, I'ma see it all. But I also feel like I tend to try to, if it's not my event, or if I'm a guest at the event, I tend to kind of be quiet for the first couple minutes, because I gotta scope the scenery. I gotta see what's going on. But that's just a part of keep being aware of your surroundings, keeping your head on your swivel. Cause I ain't walking in just blind and not knowing shit. And I'm also not a follow the leader ass bitch. Um, it's been times where I know motherfuckers don't go out unless they know, oh, such and such. I'm gonna go with such and such because I know da da da. Baby, I go out by myself. I move around my city so comfortably. I wish a bitch would. I wish a nigga could. But not saying I'm gonna incite violence, but I'm also the type of female that I don't want to. I never want to get caught lacking. Let's put it like that. Um, where was I? So, like I said, it's been a lot of influencer events, whatever. I mean, like I said, a bunch of popular mean girls in one room. Yay. I'm not pressed to be invited to anything right about now, because I don't have my platform together. I don't have what I want to do together. And that brings me to my next point. The one thing that I try to push more than anything, like I said, is self love and self respect. And that is, it's not a hard narrative to push for me by far. Cheshire, I mean, Hector, stop, girl. Why you biting my bracelet? It's not a hard narrative for me to push, because I'm naturally a very confident um, woman that has, a lot of respect for herself, that loves herself. But I feel like it's kind of hard to push it when you have other females that are doing the complete opposite. There is literally nothing left for imagination nowadays. These girls are going out with skirts with their whole ass hanging out, titties to their chin. Like, everything is open for your entertainment. Everything's put on display. There's nothing left for imagination. And I'm gonna sound so old, but back in my day, Back in my day, you had to leave something for imagination, baby. Like you had to, you. It wasn't nothing that a man had to look at you and be like, damn, I know she look good in with the clothes off. She look good with them on. I know she look good with them off. Nowadays, you got your whole ass out. You got your like it's just nothing for imagination. Your boobs is exposed. And granted, I think slut culture is really in full fledged. You know, it's on full display. Stop before I hit you. And granted, I feel like, sex does sell, but what about that, that illusion? Where's the mystery? Where's that little je ne sais quoi? Y'all bitches don't leave nothing for a man to think about, nothing for him to wonder about. He sees it all. A lot of times y'all have y'all ass on full display. And granted, I might have been a little guilty, but I put on lingerie more than anything. Now, like I said, I've been guilty. There's a video of me twerking in a robe. There's a birthday photo of me in, my Savage Fenty, but that's a one-off. Now, if I was to go full-fledged OF, baby, sheesh. But also I feel like it's like there are certain girls that can. Let me give you a prime example. I'm a name drop. Ken's the Barbie. Love her. Ken's physique is fire. She's tall. She's caramel. I'm not going to say caramel. She's caramel. She's tatted. She has this exotic look. I always say she reminds me of Moana. I'm not going to lie. She did a photo shoot before where she had like a lay on her ankle and her wrist, if I'm not mistaken. And I think she was naked. I can't remember. But either way it goes, when I say she was on full display, like she looked amazing, but it wasn't tasteless. It was very classy. It was so simple, but it reminded me of like, okay, this is giving art. I'm gonna give you another example. Shout out to my girl Kens. Follow us, Toes by Kens podcast on Apple Podcasts and wherever you listen to your podcast. Let me give you another example. Let me give you another example. Brittany and Tiara. Fully dressed. Face card, not even face card. Face is literally giving full seduction. Body language, pose is giving, I'm fully dressed. There is literally nothing really showing. But yet, you see it. So my whole thing is, if you cannot give off seduction fully dressed, baby girl, you are just a part of the slut culture and slut culture. And there's nothing wrong with being a slut. But baby, please do not consider yourself a fashion girly or anything like that. If you can walk in a room and not say anything at all and still be the center of attention, you that bitch. A real trendsetter, a real icon can walk in a room and break necks without even saying a word. And I'm going to give you a prime example of that. Me, bitch. Anytime I go out, I walk in, like I said, I scan the room. It's really hard to miss me. I'm tall. I'm a chocolate girl. I have a nice body, pretty face. I love me a beat face, but baby, I'm literally like a natural beauty. Skin is clear. Skin is all even. One tone. My skin is amazing. I pride myself on having very even skin tone because I'm a chocolate girl. Some people say I'm black. Some people say I'm dark. I'll take it, whatever. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Let's start there. And I'm not saying that to toot my own horn, but baby, sometimes you gotta call a spade a spade. And baby, this spade is an ace. Okay? Hello? What the fuck are we talking about? I know the beauty I possess. I know what, I got going for myself. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't know. Is I'm well aware. I wake up every day to this body. And granted, there are some things that people are like, oh, if you lose weight, if I lose weight, I can take your man. If I lose weight, y'all are gonna hate me. I'm going to continue to work out. I'm going to continue to tone up. But please, please don't be mad at me if I get down to my target weight by summer of 2025. I'm acting so brand new. And what's crazy is that the company I've been modeling for, We Rock Brazilian, her clothes are so cute and so very trendy. She was like, "You're not even plus size no more." Height wise and weight wise, I do still fall under the umbrella of plus size because anything over a size 5, if I'm not mistaken, is well, no, anything over a size 12 is plus size. I can't remember. I haven't been a size 12 since I was 18. Not gonna lie. After I had trim, maybe the grown woman parts came in and they stayed. The grown woman parts came marching in, hurrah, hurrah, and they stayed. And I ain't mad at it, not at all. Like give me that. But I think a lot of times people mistake somebody that is, always talking, always has something to say, always wants to be heard and seen and be the center of attention as, oh, they have such personality. No. They want all eyes on them. And they are going to do any and everything to get that attention. Now, granted, that might work for some people's demographic. I'm not going to hate or none of that. But at the same time, I feel like if you really are that girl, you don't even got to say much. You walk in the room and you command it. I've never had to do anything or say anything. I walk in the room and everybody knows. Not to mention, I typically travel by myself, so I'm gonna always walk in the room dolo, and eyes are gonna gravitate to me because I'm a beautiful black woman, naturally. You know. Do I feel like I'm flawless? Sometimes when I'm not going through seasonal depression, and that brings me to my next topic, baby. This cold, Michigan gets very cold. And not just the weather. It's, seasonal depression is in full effect. And I just found out that retrograde is in full swing until December 5th, if I'm not mistaken. I got to double check. It is, I pray for all my people that suffer from seasonal depression because I'm one of them. And it is not a good feeling. Being in your head and going and trying to, ignore those thoughts. It's just a dangerous thing when we have so much shit going on in our lives. You might have kids. Your job is fucking driving you insane and it's draining you. You're in a relationship that's just not what you want it to be. You got family that just don't want to be family, and there are so many moving parts to seasonal depression and so many things that can trigger it, affect it, and absolutely make it 10 times worse. And I promise you, it will get better, but you got to go through it to get through it. And I know that sounds so superficial and cliche, but that is the best advice I have to give myself. I pray more during the winter than I do the summer. I promise you I do. Because I know that it can get real, real murky around this motherfucker. Especially with the weather. We have our freeze storms. We have the snow. Oh my God, the snowstorms. Oh my God, the snowstorms. Oh my God, the snowstorms. Baby, I remember one year I was staying on St. Mary's and West Outer Drive. For all my Detroit people, y'all know where that's at. And my lawman was swamped. Like, it had been a day and a half, and I'm like, I have to go to the grocery store. I need to get food. And my little bitty ass car, my little Chrysler 200, it was not getting out the driveway. So, baby, I had to go out there and shovel the snow. And literally, as I started with the side, I started with my porch, and my sidewalk. I had enough salt to do a layer, but I had to clear all the snow first. As I'm making my way to the driveway, and I had literally got halfway done, it starts snowing again. So I'm like, oh my God. At this time, it's just me and Trenton. We stand in the house. Me, Trenton, and Alice. We stand in the house together. And I'm just like, oh, I need to put this salt down. So I stop shoveling to put the salt down. And then I go back to shovel. It was just a lot. I literally spazzed out and I threw my shovel. I kicked the snow. I filibust my ass. It was a lot. I lost it. And it was my neighbor. I ended up going in the house. Next thing you know, I heard a shovel and I heard my neighbor outside. I looked outside and my neighbor was shoveling my snow, and his son or nephew was salting the rest of the, like, salting everything else. And I was like, I went and got my purse and I pulled out like $40. I was like, here you go. He said, no, you shouldn't be out here in the first place. He was like, my mama would kill me if I sat there and watched a woman shovel her snow and I didn't come out here and help you. And it warmed my heart because this man don't know me from a can of paint at all. But he got his son and him, or his nephew and him, and they came out there and they shoveled my snow and they salted it. And I don't know if it's like this in other states, but if your snow is too big, the mailman won't deliver your mail. And I was waiting on 2 checks to come in the mail, baby. So I was so grateful. I still said, here, please take it. I gave them the $40. I'm like, this is the least I could do. I know you did the kindness in your heart, but I want to say thank you. So I gave them the $40. They both said thank you. He ended up giving it to the little boy because he like, I'm good. The little boy was so happy. But at that moment, I was literally in the midst of the storm of seasonal depression. And I was tired. I had just went through a breakup. You know, I was going through stuff with Trenton. It was a lot. I was dealing with a lot. And on top of me trying to regulate my emotions and all this other stuff, it was just a lot. And I felt like the snow was my breaking point. And it can be like that. It could be the slightest thing that triggers you and you just snap. And I'm here to tell you it's okay. You might have to cry, you might have to scream, you might have to fuss. If you got to punch a hole in the wall, just make sure you go get the kit from Home Depot and patch that shit up if you're a renter. If you're a homeowner, leave it there and make it decorative. Do what the fuck you feel like you need to do. But do not bottle up them emotions. You have to let that shit out. And I know not being able to vent to people, especially family or friends, without feeling like in the back of your head, like, this bitch is gonna judge me. It sucks. But sometimes I literally will sit in my room on the floor. I have this one spot in my room. It's like it's coming through the back door. I will sit near the threshold of the back door, and I would sit on the floor and I would just pray and I'll cry. I have to close my bedroom door, turn music on so Trenton won't hear me, because Trenton will hear me crying. He's going to get concerned and I don't want to worry my baby. But I will sit there and I would just cry and I would pray and ask God, like, please just get me through this. Like, this is too much. I can't take it anymore. And it could be a heavy burden. I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy for people that's saying this. Oh, no. And the one thing I hate is when somebody is reaching out somebody is crying out for help, especially on social media, and people saying it's gonna be okay, you stronger than this. They literally posted that they can't take it anymore. Instead of commenting, go to that person's house and save them. Show up. Fuck commenting. Go to their house. And I feel like that be the thing. It's like people think the words of encouragement are going to help. No, that's not what a person needs. They need somebody to be present, to sit there and to just listen, to cry with them, to understand, to not judge them. It is a very fucked up feeling when you feel like, I don't want to be here no more. I'm tired of feeling like this. I just want this pain to stop. And it could be out of nowhere. You cannot, and that's another thing. A lot of people go through seasonal depression and they don't know where it comes from, and they don't know why they feel the way they do. They don't know how to deal with it because it literally came out of nowhere. So telling somebody that doesn't know the feelings that they're feeling or can't cope, telling them that it's gonna be all right, and it's not, and that's not gonna help. Go get them, ride around, let them cry, go sit at a park, and just let them go to the top of a hill, let them scream. I promise you, these are things that I've had to do for myself, especially today. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I went and ran the hill today, and I got to about like 6 laps, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do 10. I did 7, and then when I was going up to do 8, it was a song that came on, and it's an upbeat song. It was by Lizzo. It's Good as Hell, and it went, if he don't love you anymore, baby. That part, I lost it. And thank God nobody was there. I was the only person there. Thank God, thank you Jesus, because I literally screamed and cried at the top of that hill. Keep in mind it's 48 degrees today. I was cold as fuck, but I needed that. I needed that cold, sharp air. I needed to run and walk my anger and my frustration and my pain away. And when I let out that scream, baby, I felt like I felt so good. The ground was wet, but I didn't care. I set my ass down on that cold, wet ground, and I just let it out. I took my headphones off, and I collapsed. And it felt good. I was done after that. I walked down that hill. I walked to my car, and I sat in there. I had to get a towel first because my ass was wet and cold. Like, oh my gosh. I sat there for a minute, and I just said, thank you, God. Thank you so much, God. Thank you. And then I drove my ass home and showered and got ready for work. Sometimes the simplest things can create the biggest solutions. No cap. And again, I don't try to portray myself to be prim, proper, or perfect. I don't want to be. I'm a good person. I did fucked up shit in my past that I'm not proud of, and some of the stuff done came full circle and came back to bite me. But I never tried to point the blame on anybody because these are decisions that I made for my life. And you gotta be woman enough to be like, yeah, this is what I get. I knew the risk for what the fuck I was doing, and I still made the choice to do what the fuck I did. I can't blame nobody. So I feel like in a world where everything is supposed to be aesthetically pleasing, to be this perfectly flawed misfit woman and to be unapologetically transparent and real as fuck, real and raw, I wouldn't wish anything else for me. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I don't want to be anything else other than this. That I pray that when God finally calls me home, and I'm, my spirit is maybe transferred to another vessel, that I'm just as real and raw as I am in this one. That's my only wish. And granted, we're all on borrowed time, and it's been a crazy year. 2024 has ooh, she this motherfucker been kicking our ass. Not gonna lie, my bingo card, I ain't got no chips on it. Not gonna lie, I didn't see none of this shit on my bingo card. I didn't get Nathaniel on my bingo card. I didn't even get the free spot because it's been surprise after surprise after surprise. But I feel like this year taught everybody how to adapt, adjust, and pivot without having to with making major adjustments, but with still working with what you got. Let's put it like that. Because if this year haven't taught us anything, is that you just never know. Everything is unpredictable. Everybody is unpredictable. Never underestimate anybody, not even your opponent. Just never underestimate anything. Nothing is guaranteed. Anybody could be anything, and you always got to keep your head on a swivel at all times. Like, baby, pay attention. Listen. A lot of times you learn a lot just by closing, and I'm learning this. That's how I know bitches. This is how I know you bitches is really weird. Clocked it. The silent you are, the more you learn. Because baby, the shit that I have learned within the past 90 days is sick. But I always say God does everything for a reason. There's never not a reason why he does the things he does. Or he shows you the things he shows you, because he's going to show you what you need to see without you even asking, or let you hear what you need to hear without you even asking. And I'm not going to lie, a lot of times it will be very, very heartbreaking or eye-opening or I'm scared type shit. But I would rather God show me or for me to find out the hard way. And I'm in too deep in the situation or whatever, and I'm vulnerable. Like, I don't want to be, caught lacking or anything like that. But that is that's one of the best things that I feel like has happened to me. God has I've lost two best friends. I've lost a job. Um and I'm constantly learning, and I've lost two best friends, a job, a situationship that I was truly in love with, but it was just like, whatever. But I truly feel like God is the more I tell God to guide my footsteps, and I stay on that trail, the better my future is going to be. And I'm a firm believer in that. I have to stay focused. I have to stay on this trail. I cannot divert from it, because every time I divert to help somebody, or to be a part of something, it bites me in the ass. And it's like, well, I need to stop. And I encourage everybody to follow your gut, listen to your instinct, because I've been really working on learning discernment. Not gonna lie. Um, it's not an easy thing either. It's really not. I honestly feel like, ooh, excuse me. I honestly feel like everything is gonna work out in the end. Whether it be good or bad, whether it be how you want it to be or how God intended it to be. I'm trying. I'm learning. I haven't learned, but I'm learning to not question stuff. You know, I've had, and it's not easy because I'm a very inquisitive person. I want to know why, when, who, what. I'm learning to just sit back and accept things for face value, and I'm also learning not to take things personal. But then again, a lot of shit is personal because of who it is, and how it came about, and the whole situation in general. Um, Also, it's never is a lot of stuff is never business. It's definitely personal. So with certain things, I'm going to take it to heart, because it's like you fucking knew, better. You know me. You already know how I am. So why would you even play with me like that? And that be the thing. It's like, when somebody know you and know you ain't know you like that, or you not like that, and they still try to figure skate on your top, it's like, you want me to beat your ass. I'm convinced you do. You definitely do. And if that's the case, then baby, your wish is my command. Like put them up. Let's go. And that's another thing. People say, "Oh, you shouldn't be so violent." Well, then, bitch, you should know how to fight. That was a part of growing up on the east side. It was either fight or get your ass beat. And I wasn't getting my ass beat. I'll be damn. Y'all, we all gonna walk away from this motherfucker looking raggedy. The hell? But anyways, we've been talking for about 45 minutes. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I am truly grateful for everybody that has been following me, that has been a part of this my platform, that has given me words of encouragement, that is continuously encouraging me to keep going. It is not an easy task with this podcasting, especially when you are the one funding it, when you're doing everything yourself, when you're editing, when you're recording, when you're posting. I'm the content creator, the host, the graphic designer, the editor, all that. I'm all those things. I would not trade it for the world because I am learning so much going through this journey. But what I will say is that anybody that feels like, oh, anybody that feels like that I should be further along, bitch, you come do it on your own and still raise an 11-year-old child and pay all these bills with a motherfucking job, a 9 to 5. At the end of the day, I do what the fuck I can with what the fuck I got. And I ain't never try to portray myself to be anything like anybody, like I said before. This is me, baby. And you gonna hear my voice whether it's on here, it's on my podcast, or it's on Instagram or TikTok. You feel me? So just be grateful that I'm still gonna be coming through your radio and shit like that. I truly love everybody. I want everybody to win and be successful. That is my motto. That is my true deep down in my heart. That is how I feel. Even the motherfuckers I don't fuck with. I want y'all to be successful and prosper in life. I do. Because I refuse to block my blessings by wishing ill on any fucking body. I be damn. But I'm about to get ready to go to bed because I do have to go to work in the morning because I have a job, bitch. The fuck? But again, I love y'all and I really and truly appreciate y'all supporting me and encouraging me and sticking around. Follow me on TikTok though for reals because I'm trying to get up to 5,000. I gotta get to 5,000 followers, and as soon as I get close to it, that shit drop down. Maybe I'm a boring bitch. I don't fucking know. Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? Um, yeah. And to all my haters, I'm so glad you're here. Stick around, ho. It's about to get real, real wicked around this bitch. I want you to buckle your seatbelts because this is gonna be one hell of a ride, and you're not gonna want to miss it. So go ahead, get comfortable, cause we about to get into some things. You feel me? All right, I love y'all. Bye.